All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to take a look at the Beerus. This is probably going to be a pretty short showcase here, right? There's not a whole lot going on with this guy. He's got some good defensive capabilities. He's got some good, stats in attacking here. He's going to launch some super. He's going to do some good shit. We're going to fight a Realm of Gods character, which is what he wants. So that's what's going to be making him look even better. There's really no point bringing him in anywhere else, right? He's a Realm of Gods character. He wants to be on the Realm of Gods team, and he wants to fight Realm of Gods. So that's what we're going to give him. Let's go ahead, let's jump in, and let's check this boy out at 55%.
Long ago, a small group of pure-hearted Saiyans questioned the evil committed by their race and decided to lead a revolt. To ensure victory, they pooled their power to create a Saiyan, a Super Saiyan God.
He's certainly waking early this time, isn't he?
Should have known. It never ends. Well, so much for our long-lasting peace.
All right, Beerus is awake and ready to wreak havoc across the universe. So we just saw this entrance animation there, which can be used whenever we get, or activated, I guess, whenever we have a Realm of Gods ally on the team. I couldn't get the word out there. I almost said enemy. Thinking about later in his passive. So this gives him 1 turn of 30% damage reduction, 3 turns of a scouter effect, and then a permanent 510% defense. We've got some good attack and defense buffs here. He does guard, which is great. A great chance to launch another super, and some Realm of God support, as well as extra support here for planetary destruction, which is really only going to help like other Beeruses and Champas and stuff like that. He also gives some good Whis support, Whis dodging, but we have no Whis on the team, so it doesn't really help us here. When fighting a Realm of Gods enemy, which we are with this Jiren, he's getting some extra attack and ki. He's launching additional super. He is giving more Realm of God support here for attack this time, as well as that planetary destruction additional support, as well as like the Whis support, which again we don't have, so it really doesn't matter that much. He's going to get some extra attack when attacking, some extra defense when receiving an attack. After receiving or evading, he's going to get another 200% attack and chance to form a crit up by 30% for 4 turns, which is very good. And he does have an unarmed super counter, which unfortunately Jiren does not have, so we're not going to be able to see here. But yeah, other than that, like, I think Beerus is going to be a fine character. I'm very interested to see how defensive he is. That's going to be my biggest thing with him. I expected a lot more damage reduction. He's only got 1 turn of it here, so I want to see how he takes a hit in slot 1 with that 1 turn of 30% damage reduction, right? He does have the guard, which will definitely help him out. He's got a bunch of extra defense. Every time he supers, he's going to end up greatly raising his defense and raising his attack for 4 turns. So again, more defensive build there. Hoping the defense is enough. I do want to check this out. So Jiren does hit very hard, and he does crit. This is going to be a good test here, as well as when he does get hit, he's going to get more attack. He's going to get more crit for 4 turns. So we want to try to take advantage of that here. 352 on the crit. Really, I mean, he survives. So that's actually really good. A lot of characters, as soon as they get hit by Jiren's super, even turn 1, just get obliterated. So honestly, like, not too bad. Not too bad, Beerus. Okay. 55% as well, right? So we don't have a lot of extra stats on this guy here just yet. But yeah, I mean, looking fine so far, up to 28 million here with his supers. Okay, and there's a crit. And then, yeah, then he's good to go afterwards, which, I mean, that's not bad for a turn 1, 30% damage reduction hard. But then he's got all the extra, like, defense, man. That 510% defense, another 300% defense. Just, like, looking really good. I am interested to see how he does the next turn, or like deeper into like these fights. Now that his damage reduction will be gone, he probably won't be a slot 1 character. I don't think. Maybe in some fights like this though, with this Jiren ignoring a lot of like your defense, is just going to not be good.
I'm starting to get a handle on it. Behold the power of Ultra Instinct! Let Kakarot use his thoughtless Ultra Instinct only once! I'm going to beat you my way!
All right, we got our next turn here with Beerus. We do actually have his active available to us, right? With his active skill, you're able to activate this when his HP is 77% or less, or starting from the 5th turn from start of battle. So because we are below that HP threshold, we are able to use it. I mean, it's a good active skill. You know, the greatly raised attack is great. Ultimate damage is fine. He does recover HP, which is fantastic. And he gives support to the Realm of Gods and Planetary Destruction category, which is great. Now, we're going to keep him here in slot 2 because I don't want him to just outright die, right? We got UI Goku here. He can definitely take the dodging. Beerus will be the one to do some attacks. I do want to see how well he does. He does still have the 4-turn buff from getting hit last turn, right? So he's got the extra attack. He's got the extra crit. So we don't need to worry about him getting hit to get that back just yet before attacking, right? He gets hit that first turn. He's good to go. After that, he's fine, right? He can take the hits in slot 2. You can kind of throw him in slot 3, let him kind of float around. Ideally, in a situation like this, I'd probably would put him in slot 3 just because the team is built a lot more around like Goku's and the Realm of Gods kind of fashion than like Beerus. But Beerus slots in here just fine. And I think once we see like the easy A's, right? The easy A's for the STR Whis, the super easy A for the Beast and Beerus. Beerus and Whis. I do that every time I talk about it. I think we're going to see Beerus look a lot better, right? And be more viable as like, see, 35 million right now is actually pretty good. Turn 2. Can we get another one? Let's see it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nice. So that's some good attack stats there. Now, I didn't want to use his active skill just yet, right? Because he does have a KO screen with his active. So I wanted to wait and try to do it on, hopefully try to be able to take Jiren out with it, get the KO in just one run, call it a day with this character and his showcase and just his first look. Goku, are you going to get our Yep, there it is. Okay, thanks. Okay, we don't have Beerus on this rotation, right? Because we got the revive. We're in the next turn. So I do still want to kind of talk a little bit about Beerus before we get back to him here. Like I was saying, we do have his active available to us. I want to try to get Jiren's health down so that we could do it, get the KO screen in here. So we might do some of these actives on this turn to kind of dwindle Jiren down just a little bit more to maybe be able to just knock him out in the next turn. Again, I think Beerus is gonna be very good once we get like those other easy A's for the Whis, for the Beerus and Whis, because he wants Whis on the team. He wants Planetary Destruction people on the team. Whis is not Planetary Destruction. I guess neither of them are, right? It's just straight up Beerus and Champa. So unless we get like another like Champa unit or something else, I mean, I don't really know how much that support's going to come in handy now. It's kind of a weird area that they decided to do with that there, knowing that there's no real good other Beeruses or other Champas to really run right now. But I mean, I digress. At least you're getting some of the Realm of God support. Whis will be getting some of the support from his passives. Now, Beerus is also going to be, I don't want to say only viable in Realm of Gods fights with there's a Realm of Gods enemy. but that's where he's going to shine the most. That's where he gets most of his buffs. His definite attack, his definite key, his definite additional super, a bunch of extra support for, you know, Realm of Gods, for Whis. When there's no Realm of Gods enemy in like a fight, he's only getting 70% chances to get the key, the extra attack, the super. He gets a little bit more damage actually for attacking, which is cool. But like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, I guess it does. With all his defense, he can really survive for a while. But I don't know, man. I think Beerus is gonna be one of those characters you're only going on to bring in fights where you're fighting Realm of Gods, and that's probably only gonna be like during these kind of celebrations where you're gonna have a lot of Realm of Gods enemies, right? So yeah, that's gonna be that. Let's go ahead, let's do some damage here on Jiren, and we'll jump back to Beerus. All right, coming back into this turn with Beerus, we do have Jiren basically almost all the way down. So we are going to be able to finish him off with this active skill here, which I'm very much looking forward to. So this is going to be a very fast, quick, like showcase, first look, whatever you want to call it. But we're going to do this. We're going to take him out. It's going to give extra support to Realm of Gods and Planetary Destruction, which we're not going to need because he is going to be a Denzo. So we're going to pop this active. We're going to see his KO screen, and that's really going to be it because there's really not much more we need to see from this guy. He's not a very complex character. Go ahead. Let's check this out.
And here I was hoping for an actual fight worth my time. Just give up now.
Beautiful KO screen there. Whis in the back enjoying his ice cream after a little destruction is always nice. It's always a little unsettling to see, I think. Yeah, man, I think he looks pretty good. I think he's a pretty decent character, a good fill-in into the Realm of Gods team. Very much, very fun. I like him a lot. All right, so the only thing we haven't been able to see yet is his counter against unarmed super. So we jumped in here to a quick little Dokkan event. That way we can kind of get this off. As you can see, the super attack is coming in up front. It is going to be an unarmed super, so we're just going to go ahead and be able to knock this one out. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at this here, this animation of it. And this will pretty much just wrap up his showcase, man. We've seen everything we need from him. This is the last little cherry on top. Here we go. Counter good. And hit him with the flip. Bah. Done. Yeah, dude, very good. Okay. Super cool, man. I like that counter a lot. But yeah, that is everything we do need to see from Beerus here. All right, that was our 55% showcase or first look, whatever you want to call it, with the new Int Beerus. He is pretty decently good, right? We saw a quick snapshot of him there on the Realm of Gods team. I want to try to take him on some other runs once we get like the EZAs for the Whis, for the Beerus and Whis. I want to try him out with those guys on the team before we really give him like a really big stamp of approval, because I want to see some more of his passive buffs come into play, right? And see what else he can really do. But other than that, like, he's not a very complex character. He has really good defense. He's a decent attacker. And he slots in very well in Realm of Gods, which is already a very good team. But yeah, he's a very good character. I do like him a lot. I think he's going to perform very well. Hopefully with these EZAs coming, he'll be even better with his team. But we'll definitely check him out again. Once we get that, we'll build him in on a couple different teams. But until then, that'll do it for this video. So if you guys did stick around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the Int Beerus here. I know it was a very quick kind of first look, but that's what these are. Very quick first look, 55%. Very easy, very simple, very good character for a very good team. Let me know you guys' thoughts down below on him. Let me know if you guys summoned for him and all that goodness. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. Soup!